If you have no idea what to post, use this formula because it works every single week. Now, if you're new to marketing and robotics, don't worry. I used to be there too. Oftentimes, I wouldn't know what to post each week, and I'd be overanalyzing on what I thought people wanted to see. Did they care about the robot? Did they care about the people on the team? Did they care about the events that we were going to and hosting? I call this the overwhelm problem, and pretty much every single person who gets into marketing goes through this phase. I see often that teams freeze because they don't know what to post, or they're trying to be creative every single day, and what happens is it leads to burnout, and then they stop posting altogether. But it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, I have a proven formula that you can use every single week that will completely remove the creative block that you might be having, as well as give you a consistent structure you can follow so that you are always posting on social media for your robotics team. So, how do we overcome this overwhelm and paralysis because we don't know what to post? Well, we're just going to follow a simple formula and we won't have to think about it. So this formula is broken up into 3 post types. The first post type is going to be about people. These are going to be things like student quotes or mentor highlights, perhaps team culture moments. In general, all we're going to do is create a post that highlights the people that are on our team or in our program. Now, the reason why we want to make a post about the people in our program is because posts like this oftentimes do really well. And the reason is because communities love seeing people that they know. How many times have you seen someone that you know on TV or in a video or in something online and you go, hey, I know that person? That is the exact same kind of feeling that we want to produce in the people that are seeing our content online. So by focusing on the people on the team, we're going to create that moment, but also we're going to show a little bit about what it's like being on a robotics team and the value that it could bring to the students, mentors, or just other people in the program. The second type of post we want to make is a progress post. Now, this type of content is super easy to make and post about because it's stuff that you're generally just doing naturally. These are going to be posts that show like CAD shots or prototyping, robot updates, and just general demos about the robot. These are obviously important because people who want to know about robotics want to know how your robot's doing and just the progress that you're making. But also, this again works really well to peel back the curtain and show the behind the scenes of what it's actually like to work on a robotics team and accomplish these challenging tasks and the fulfillment that you get when you're done. Now, the third and final type of post that we want to make is an impact post. These type of posts are going to highlight the impact that our team and our program has on our surrounding community. So it could be outreach that we are doing or events that we are going to or holding, volunteering opportunities that our team has been a part of, and just sponsor shout outs and highlights showcasing the businesses that already support us. Now, these posts are really important because these are the types of posts that attract sponsors to your team. So by utilizing all 3 of these post types, we're going to have a much easier time coming up with ideas to post on a consistent weekly basis. But that still begs the question, how often should we be posting each week and what should that weekly flow look like? Well, the thing that social media algorithms care about the most is keeping people on their platforms. And the best way to do that is to show up on a consistent basis so that people in your audience know when to expect your content. So you're going to want to find a weekly flow that you can keep up with that's not going to bring your team out, but also is going to be consistently doable so that you don't drop off and stop posting. Now, my recommendation, because this is what I started with when I started doing marketing, is trying to post at least 3 times a week. Now, this might sound like a lot, but in actuality, if you structure it correctly, it's really not that bad. Our schedule often was we would post on Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Saturday. And we would do that because those were the days that we were practicing anyway. So my marketing students would go to practice. We would plan out what we were going to make that day. We would take pictures, do video, we'd edit them together, and then we'd post them on the days that we were at practice anyway. Usually, if it was a Tuesday, we'd be making content to post for Thursday. If it was Thursday, we'd be making content to post for Saturday. And Saturdays were usually our longer practices, so that gave us enough time to make content to then post for the following Tuesday and even sometimes the Thursday following after. So if you've never done this before, a weekly flow for your team could look something like this. Monday, you make a post about the people. Wednesday, you make a post about your progress. And Friday, you make a post about impact. Now again, it doesn't need to be these specific days. I would recommend utilizing the days that you are practicing on simply because you're already there anyway, and it's easy to make a post when you're all together. Now, this weekly flow is more than just simply keeping your team consistent. It's also psychological for your audience. You see, the more that they can predict when they're going to see your content and knowing that you show up on a regular basis, the more they're going to look forward to seeing your content when you put it out there. As well as they may have been interested in only one aspect of your team, like the robot, for example, but by seeing other aspects of your team, such as the people or the impact you're having, they're going to start to understand your program a lot better and maybe have more interest in it, then reach out about supporting your team. Now, one thing to keep this simple, if you're new to this, I'd recommend screenshotting this formula and just using it for the rest of the season. So that is the 3-post formula that every robotics team should use each week. I hope that you gained some knowledge out of this and it gave you more confidence in knowing what you can make every week for your team so you can consistently be marketing your team for more recruitment, more sponsorships, and ultimately growth for your program. Now, if you haven't seen episode 1 in this guide, I'd go recommend watching it here where I show you why you should stop posting robot pictures and instead do this. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.